Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the show this evening. Political tensions are rising now in Kano State after the State House of Assembly initiated impeachment proceedings against the Deputy Governor, Aminu Abdulsalam Gwazo. The Assembly has formally served the Deputy Governor with a notice of impeachment, giving him 14 days to respond to allegations of gross misconduct, abuse of office, and breach of public trust. Lawmakers say the allegations stem from his tenure as Commissioner for Local Government, where he's accused of participating in the diversion of funds meant for the administration of the state's 44 local government councils. The majority leader of the House claims that between June 2023 and January 2024, the Deputy Governor received monthly kickbacks, allegedly, of about 1.5 million naira from each local government area.
Section 188 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended against Aminu Abdulsalam, contained herein allegation of gross misconduct, abuse of office, and breach of public trust arising from his actions when he oversees the Ministry for Local Government as Commissioner between 2023 and 2024, and while serving as Deputy Governor of Kano State, all of which are impeachable offences.
I acknowledge the receipts of this document, and I plead to serve him with written allegations instilled against him to defend himself. Let it be known that this matter will be handled with the utmost seriousness, transparency, and due process. All subsequent steps will be strictly guided by the provision of the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, with detailed procedure for the removal of the executive officer.
But beyond the allegations themselves, the development is unfolding within a highly charged political context. In January, Governor Abba Yusuf and several political figures in Kano defected to the All Progressives Congress, leaving the Deputy Governor behind in the New Nigeria People's Party. That decision has triggered speculation about deepening cracks within the state's leadership, especially after reports that the Deputy Governor recently described the governor as a betrayer. Across Nigeria's political history, we've seen tensions like this between governors and their deputies, and it's often escalated into impeachment battles, forced resignations, or political isolation, raising questions about whether these offices are truly partnerships or merely political arrangements that can unravel quickly when interests diverge. So tonight we examine the political and historical implications of this unfolding drama in Kano. Joining me is Kabiru Sufi, who's political analyst. Dr. Kabiru Sufi, thank you for joining us on the program tonight. Let's begin with the timing of this move. The Assembly is saying this is about alleged financial misconduct, but many observers see politics in the background, especially after the Deputy Governor refused to defect with Mr. Governor. How do you interpret what is really happening in Kano today?
Well, thank you for having me. I think we cannot rule out politics from the whole thing, especially looking at the allegations of the financial impropriety level against him, where long before now. There are things that happened when he was the Deputy Governor and Commissioner for Local Government, and he has been moved from that ministry to Ministry for Higher Education. So you can see that the timing, I think, will definitely show it to be a political move, considering the fact that he has moved from that ministry a long time ago. Yes, no doubt about it that people may see some political moves about it.
So the governor remained, or the deputy governor remained with the NNPP while the governor
moved on. Yes, the deputy governor remained with the NNPP while the governor moved
on to the
APC. Yes, so I think...
in Nigerian politics, Dr. Sufi, how difficult is it for a governor and a deputy governor to continue governing from different political parties?
I think it has always been difficult, and this case isn't the first one. When you look at the precedents, it has happened elsewhere. But the most important thing, I think, is that they have to follow a constitutional procedure. Section 188 has clearly spelled the procedure. And if that is not followed, we might see a repeat of what happened in 2010 in Bauchi, when Garba Gadi was impeached and he went to court, and the court later restored his mandate. So I think it's always difficult when the deputy governor and the governor are not on the same platform for him to even function effectively.
Under Section 188 of the Constitution, impeachment is meant to address, gross misconduct, which of course happens to be a big umbrella in which you can throw anything in. In Nigeria,
Yes.
It's often been used as a political weapon. How easy do you see that same card
Well,
being
yes,
played
it's
here?
true. But
Dr. Sifo? Dr. Sophie, are you there?
well, I think, can you hear me? Are you with me?
Oh, I'm with you now. Please go ahead.
Yes, I think it has always been difficult to fulfill that constitutional provision. But I think considering the weeks or months that it has taken for the state assembly to come up with these allegations, I think they must have done their homework. And looking at the fact that what they have done now is to issue the impeachment notice and to give the deputy governor 2 weeks within which to respond, I think they are trying to follow all the provisions of the Constitution for his impeachment. It seems as if they are trying to follow the constitutional provision to the letter.
We've seen several governor, deputy governor crises in the past. You mentioned Bauchi. It's played out in states like Imo, Ondo, Oyo, recently in Edo. What patterns do we see in these conflicts, and how do you see it play out in Kano?
Well, I think it can follow any of the mentioned patterns, depending on how they go about it. Sometimes, if they are not careful about it, they may whip off sympathy for the deputy governor, especially if he's seen as an underdog. But if at all the allegations of financial impropriety are clearly brought out and spelled out, then definitely they may have an upper hand, and it may still give them maybe an edge over the deputy governor. So there is no established pattern, but it all depends on how they go about it. And it also depends on how he is able to respond to the allegations when he appears before the House.
If it comes today to the APC, do you see them drop these charges?
There is every possibility, but I don't think there is the possibility of him decamping to the APC, especially looking at how deep he has gone into the politics of the NNPP and his alliance with the leader of the NNPP, Senator Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso. I think it may be a bit difficult for that to be predicted. But if at all he did that, then possibly we might see dropping the impeachment proceedings is possible if he did that.
So if this impeachment process proceeds, what really could it mean for the political balance in Kano, particularly as the state remains one of the most politically influential in northern Nigeria?
Well, I think one, it depends on who, that is, if it succeeds, it depends on who the governor will pick as his deputy and how comfortable he will be with the person and what kind of influence would the probably handpicked deputy governor comes along with. If at all is somebody that has more political weight than the current deputy governor, then one can say that it will continue to favor the APC. But if they pick someone that doesn't command that influence or respect, or somebody that can even pose a problem for the ticket or for the governor, then I think it will be a minus for the APC government.
2 weeks is a long time in Nigerian politics. I guess we have to wait to see how all of these play out.
Exactly. That is my own feeling too. And it also depends on how the deputy governor will be able to respond to the allegations.
Indeed. Dr. Sophie, thank you for your time. And thank you for talking to us on the show this evening.
Thank you for having me.